on it. Hey, guess what? I think I could do this without having to sing. Let me see something, y'all. Hold up. While I'm getting myself together. I just realized I don't even have the volume on. Hold up. Da da da. I'm feeling good. Listen, this is. I'm so possessed. I'm so I'm feeling look good. Hold up. Baby hair and ass. I just want to hear one little part, y'all. I don't know how YouTube is, but hopefully they won't cut me off because I'm not making this video. Let me share this and I'm ready. Yeah, I want it. Yes, I want it. Yeah. I grind till I own it. Yeah. How many of y'all gonna do what you gotta do until you get what you want? That's what I want to know. Times I go off. Yes, almost third. Bear with me. Yes. Woo. Okay. Listen. How many of you? Hey, Miss Mary. Look, are you following me around? Who else is here? Listen. I love that verse is that I see it, I want it. I grind till I own it. Hustle for your name. One of my favorite t-shirts. You know, I love the paint splatter, but I love what it says. Man, listen to me. This is the season of do whatever it takes. You understand me? You stalking me. Good. I'm going to talk about, so I'm not going to be long on here, but I am going over on IG because now I got to talk about this stuff as it relates to trading. But over here, please understand, and I can see, and you already going to get the gist of it, girl, baby girl, even with me talking about just regular business, please understand, this is the season of doing whatever you got to do to get whatever it is that you got to get. I was knocked down for almost 6 weeks. Now, a lot of you all didn't know I was knocked down for almost 6 weeks because I was fighting to still show up. And then I kind of started sporadically, maybe a video here, maybe a post there. But thank you, darling. But I was not 100% all in the way that August usually is. And I had this war and this battle with myself about all of the things that I should let go of. Like maybe I should let go of my podcast. Maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. Maybe I should do this. And I had to sit back and all of the things I say. See, this is the reason why many of you should get your message out. You should get your message out and you should speak your truth because you're going to get slapped in the face by your truth. Yeah. I titled this video, You Might As Well Quit. OMG. If you are taking your time about speaking your truth and getting your message out there and saying it the way it needs to be said, then you don't have anything to convict your own spirit. You're not operating out of conviction. And you also are not convicting the people that need to follow you to do what it is that needs to be done. So that's one. Number two, I was just talking about this on Facebook and you heard me. I need you all to stop telling me what you're not going to do. I don't like doing personal reach outs. I don't like connection calls. I'm not really into people. I prefer offline events. I don't really like doing the whole virtual thing. Oh, well, I'm an introvert. I never really liked people anyway. I can't stand writing copy. I prefer to run an ad. I don't care what you prefer to do. Anybody in this lifetime that has gotten anything that they wanted, they have had to live by truth and they have had to have a work ethic that is out of this world. And it's only the people that do the things that don't feel good that get the things that feel great. And so if you're only going to do the things that feel good in business, that's childish. That's childish. Children want to do whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it. Adults understand that they don't always get to do what they want to do, even when you're operating in your passion. You mean to tell me that all of these successful people that are out here entertaining on stages, do you think that they wanted to miss that child's birthday party when they were at the event? Yes, do the hard things first. Yes. Do you think they were sitting there like, I'm never going to compromise my family over a gig? And then you build your business and for 6 months, nothing happens. You get an opportunity to speak somewhere and it happens to be on the same weekend of your kid's birthday. It's the first time you're going to get paid $1,000 to run your mouth for 45 minutes. You've never made that much money before in 2 weeks, but you're barely getting paid $10 an hour behind. Hello? But you do it anyway. Are you compromising your values, or are you showing your children that sometimes you got to do what doesn't want to be, what you don't necessarily want to do in order to get things done? Do you think that I always look? I, on a regular basis, I have an alarm clock. Yeah, I used to get up at 5:30 every morning, didn't even need an alarm clock. Now I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning every single day except for Sunday. And you want to know why? Because on 4 to 5 of those days, it's the best time for me to be trading in my industry. And the other days, it's the most quietest time. It's the best time for me to study and to plot, plan, and strategize and to do other things for my business. Do you think I want to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Or do you think I realize that I need to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning? See, we're always talking about what we can't do and why we can't get it done. And, oh, well, August, you don't understand because I have this to do and that to do. Okay, well, then fine. If something is happening to you that you can't get up at 4 o'clock in the morning because your life usually has you up until 1 o'clock, then you make sure that you do the reverse. Maybe you're the person that from 9 to 1 o'clock in the morning, you're beasting on things that are important for your business. The stuff that you don't want to do. You guys are about to be drowning. I never like to use the excuse that the market is oversaturated, but I'm going to need you all to understand that the entrepreneurial space is about to be more saturated than it ever has been. And most of you should know that because you can't scroll IG. You can't go on Facebook. You can't do anything. YouTube is to the point where if you don't pay for YouTube Red or whatever the unlimited service is, you skip one commercial, now they ask to show you two. They're trying to convince you, for the sake of not seeing advertisement, to pay them money. Every time you turn around, someone is advertising something. And especially on YouTube, it's typically entrepreneurs. Yes, even Instagram and Facebook. Why? Because of the low cost for ads. So guess what? It takes money and muscle to build a business. But many of you don't have the money or even the knowledge to understand how to utilize ads. So where there is no money, you implement more muscle. And you have the muscle to do the stuff that you don't want to do. I don't care if you don't want to write copy. You just want to post. You just want to put up a pic. You want the stuff to always to be easy. But you need to write something that's going to convict people. I know you don't want to show up on live video. You don't think your hair cute enough. Your makeup is on point. Trust me, my makeup don't always look like this. And I'm not the diva. I do a little basic stuff just to, brighten my face up. But I don't care. I come out here sometimes. I care about myself enough not to come out here just looking toe up from the flow up. I ain't gonna come out here looking like Beetlejuice. But I'm not coming out here trying to give you a false representation that this game always looks like, okay. See, I'm finna go on a little slight tangent. I'm gonna get out of here. How many of you have ever been like, oh, she shouldn't have did that live video. She looked tired. Yeah. Stuff like that. See, I understand why some of y'all ain't showing up the way you're supposed to. You might as well quit because you're so damn critical of everybody else. I have friends that were like, they would do stuff like message me in the back, or even strangers. One time I spelled real eyes with 2 words, real eyes, meaning people need to really see what was going on. Somebody messaged me in the background. At least she was nice about it. Real eyes is spelled R-E, and I've had people do it publicly on my post. I'm a human being. I made an error. While you looking at sister girl saying that she shouldn't have made that video because you usually used to her makeup being made up, how you know that she ain't dealing like what I dealt with? Dealing with the loss of a friend, dealing with the loss of a baby, dealing with a spiritual challenge, dealing with a bunch of other stuff, but still warring with not giving up and still showing up. Feeling in my spirit that there was something important that I needed to say. And my look did not supersede the message. That's passion. That's being driven. Some of you all are so vain and you so superficial. You look at people and say they don't have the right to have the cars, the vehicles, or the house. You question their integrity and whether or not they deserve the things that they have, because half of you all were raised in the church and you think that everybody that got something, they fret not over evildoers who seem to prosper. They ain't evildoers. They're prospering because everything their hand touches turns to gold, because God has given them the ability to create wealth. They made the priority. They didn't want to necessarily till the soil, but they knew they had to till the soil and pull out the weeds and the rocks before they could plant in order to be able to reap a harvest. And so they got out there sometimes, and sometimes it looks really sweaty, and sometimes you get really tired, and they showed up, but you won't. Because that same level of judgment and condemnation that you've shown towards other people that have shown up, you missed out. I'm a part of a stellar event with some entrepreneurs, over 100 entrepreneurs. And this man, I mean, he's giving out $15,000 just to, to people that are coming. $100 gift card here, we're in all this different stuff. He owns virtualsummits.com. Very powerful platform. But guess what? Some people had to make a comment and say, my link's not working. But y'all done looked at some people like, I was going to go to her event, but I clicked on the link, girl. It didn't even work. So were you really clicking the link to see whether or not it would work? Or do you know that this is for you? Because sometimes it's just technology and it's glitches. And if you know you need the event, you do whatever it takes to sign up and go. Oh, but because you didn't do that, now you live in a spirit of perfectionism, and until your stuff is perfect, you won't show up either. Oh, I need to be able to present in this manner. I need to have made this amount of money. I need my website to look this way. I need my wardrobe to look this way. I need to go to Toastmasters so I speak this way. All of what I need to do, it doesn't matter. No, what you need to do is you need to show up. And even when it looks like there is no fruit for your labor, you need to keep on doing what you're doing, because you know that nothing goes unseen and is done in vain. The perfect timing, as long as you don't quit 3 feet from goal, you will be a champion. So show up. Stop playing. Get on these live videos. Stop playing. Get on these people's podcasts. Get at these live speaking events. Start doing stuff virtually. Be innovative. Do whatever it is that you got to do, or you might as well quit. Flat out. Entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart. It is given to the person who will run the race and endure till the end. So you thought the race was just making sure you could get some little ticky marks and say, saved, another conversion, saved, another. Look at me. I got 700 people saved since I've been walking the earth. What about the other things about releasing people from bondage? What about being able to feed the hungry? What about raising the countenance of other people? What about edifying people? What about all of the things that have to do with the interaction and how we love? It don't make no difference what you have. If you have not love, you have not anything. What about all of that stuff? Get your butt out there and do what you got to do. I love y'all. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. Your message is important. What you have is important. And if people don't get the access to it, their future is not going to look as good as it can. Show up. Show up, show up. I love y'all. For those of y'all that know me, I'm heading over to IG, and these rants are building. See, I was a little on Facebook. Now I'm a little with a different message here. IG, y'all better watch out. I'm finna go fuss. I love y'all. Deuces.